Hey everybody, it's the Modern Native. So, it's a rainy, kind of crappy day, and kind of got me thinking about seasonal depression, and it reminded me that I had a video idea I wanted to share with you guys about depression cycles. Now, basically, the overview idea of what a depression cycle is pretty much something gets you upset, sad, down, whatever, and everything after that just seems to compile and add on and make it worse, and then you kind of feel bad about being that upset or whatever, and then that just kind of makes you feel shittier, and then, you know, that whole process just starts back over again, and you just kind of feel like crap, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. But I wanted to kind of go into depth and talk about it a little bit, and kind of give you, if there are, most people deal with this at one point or another, but I'm sure there are some people out there who just don't really understand the concept of, you know, why are you depressed, why are you always depressed, why are you constantly depressed, why have you been depressed for months, like, be happy. So it's like, some people don't understand, so it's to help those understand, people around them that are like that. I wanted to make this video and explain something. So first off, a depression cycle can be triggered by anything. It can be triggered by something as small as an argument, an injury, sickness, a life event, even if it seems kind of minuscule or small, a loss, you know, a ton of things. And it can be accelerated by simple things after that. Once that ball starts rolling, it kind of snowballs, and it just gets bigger and worse and harder, and before you know it, you're spiraling down, and you don't know what's going on. It's stubbing your toe can make you freak out for no freaking reason, and you don't know why. And you don't realize that, oh man, I'm upset over nothing, because you can't take that step back, because you're so spiraling downwards, you're just tunnel vision down. You're just in a dive. So, during this whole time, you get feelings of failure, because when you realize, if at any point in time you realize that you're depressed and your life is suffering because you're not doing things the way you used to, you're not putting the energy into things, you're not being positive, staying happy, so then you start having this feeling of failure, and you can get overwhelmed, and it leads to insecurity and feelings of inadequacy, and when all that piles on, it just gets to be too much, and you can find yourself day-to-day activities, even if you know exactly where you are, you can still feel lost out of nowhere. And it's a destructive, self-destructive spiral that you don't have control of. You cut the brakes, cut the steering column, and you're just kind of down the freaking course, and it's just what it's doing. It's hard to regain control when you're like that, and to pull yourself out of it, you have to give yourself something to ground to. You have to stay positive, and I know just saying stay positive doesn't work. It's taking moments, even small moments, here or there, to appreciate small things, little details, something you hadn't noticed before. Even if it's not to stay positive, take the time to just observe more. And eventually, through your observation, and I wouldn't even say observe people, observe nature, environments, things like that, at first, to kind of get yourself something to just be neutral, and then you can find the positive in it, and when you start doing that, you can start feeling positive more, and that'll give you a more positive outlook, and you can start seeing more of the good and the positive in the world. So that's what I mean by staying positive. It's starting with small steps, baby steps, one moment at a time. For all those out there who suffer from depression cycles, and if you're in the middle of a depression cycle, it's hard to talk about, it's hard to reach out, it's hard to ask for help, especially when most of the time we put on that false face. We act like we're okay, we fake it, and we don't want people to ask questions about why are we depressed or whatever else. So we just smile and we act normal and everything else. I did that for a while on here before it got to be too much and I knew my depression was going to come out in video, and someone pointed out that I wasn't really being go beast like I always am. So it made me take a moment and think about, I needed to take a step back, pause and breathe and try to figure some shit out. Now, that also kind of backfired on me because I'm so dedicated and so into YouTube that I wanted to, post multiple videos a day. And when I went months without it, I felt like a failure. I felt inadequate, and I felt insecure that I was going to lose my fans and my family and my tribe, and I was going to, fail at YouTube, and I didn't want to fail again. So it's like, for those suffering, I know it's hard. I've been there. It will get better. It does. It does. You just have to take those small little steps, those moments at a time, and life will get better. You have to be the good in life that you want to see. Otherwise, it's never going to exist, because if everybody just looks for it and doesn't be it, who's being it for them to see? Food for thought. So be out there and be the good in life. Do something positive today and help someone that you feel is hiding their pain. Don't call them out on it. Just be sincere and be like, hey, sometimes I feel like maybe there's something off with you. Maybe you feel like, I know life gets tough, so if you ever need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. Reach out, and I'll be there. Now, if you do that, you could save someone's life. You never know. So, that's my challenge for you. Be the good that you want to see, even if it's hard for you right now, because seeing that joy and that happiness from you doing good will make you feel better, will make things easier to be good and to be happy and stay positive. So until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast.